Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Real Island Boy on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all of that at the same damn time. Oh, did y'all get into the drama tonight on the Have and the Haves Not? Well, I sure did. I'm a bit thirsty. No, it's not vodka. It's just water. Okay. I do like drinking water with a straw sometimes. But anyway, so tonight started off with last week some little hookup date. Too much light? Hold on. Yep, too much light. Too much light. Too much light. Okay, there we go. A little bit of light. Last week, this dude was stopping by Candace's room. Oh, we're doing the Have and the Haves Not recap. Sorry if I didn't give y'all a heads up, but the Have and the Haves Not is Tuesday night. Y'all know what time it is. So this man stopped by Candace's room for, services. And when he stopped by, Hannah and Benny was there. You remember, if you watched, y'all need to watch or check my recap out. When he stopped there, Hannah immediately said, "That's your father." And I was kind of shocked because the man looked kind of old enough to be Candace's father. But also, I'm like, how of a sudden this random man is Candace's father? That's not really matching up. Lo and behold, the dude left. And eventually she said, "That's not your father, but it could be. I don't know who your father is. It could be any of these men walking up in here, looking for a good time, because I never knew who your father was." And she was like, "Well, probably, you was a hoe yourself." Candace mom, sorry, Hannah was pissed. So I didn't know that Candace mom, Hannah, was raped. Thus, Candace is a rape baby. Thus, she didn't really want to have a rape baby. But her aunt said, "If you're going to stay here with me, you need to keep the baby." I guess the aunt don't believe in the whole abortion thing. Seemed like the aunt was like a church lady, all up in religion. They don't really believe in the whole abortion thing. So she really had to keep the baby. Her keeping the baby, thus Candace is here. Even though she told Candace all that story and she's crying and Candace getting all emotional too, Candace eventually said, "Oh, good story, but I don't believe you." I'm like, what more can Candace mom, aka Hannah, do to let Candace know like how much she loved her, how much she cared for her? She keep on blaming, her son's death on her mom. I'm like, oh my god, what more can Hannah do? Benny was even there ready to take Candace away, saying that he's gonna take Candace away even by willfully or forceful. I'm like, I don't know if y'all ready for Candace. Anyway, Hannah was over it. She said her piece. She explained to Candace what happened. Why she can't be running around with these random men that she don't know who's really her father, and she probably could run into her father one of these days, try to do a little prostitution ring thing going on. And I agree with Hannah because shit. Sometimes you don't know who's your relative. Sometimes you have relatives. Sometimes you have a large family. And when you have families that have multiple kids all over the states and stuff, next thing you know, you run into a relative that you don't know that you mess around with. It happens. It really happens out there. So I just be careful out there. Anyway, so Candy was over it, but after when I kind of felt good, a little bit good after Hannah and Benny left. Candy started crying. I don't know if she really kind of like, oh my god, did my mom really go through all of that when she was younger? She was raped. She didn't really want to keep me, but because she did, I'm here, I'm alive. But I don't know. It kind of get through Candace a little bit because she was crying. But I don't know if it really got through Candace's thick old skull because Candace is really a hard ball. Yeah, I'm out of town. I'm away for work. So yeah, I'm in my hotel room, chilling. I'm in the some hotel in New Hampshire. Um, so finally, David arrived at the police station to, I guess, bail or get not really, he can't really bail Jeffrey out because Jeffrey's in there for the death of Quincy Maxwell. So but he's there as I want to see my son. He was like, well, you have to have an appointment or some kind of ish. And he was like, well, I'm his attorney. He was like, well, if you're his attorney, I need to call the DA's office because they need to know who and who is visiting Jeffrey here. I'm like, shit is getting real. His own father, who sent his attorney, came and visit his own son. They got this case on lock. So he's sitting down there waiting forever. They're calling the office. They ain't replying. They ain't even answering the phone. And he's just there sitting waiting for hours. I'm like, you are a judge. You should know peoples that know peoples that know peoples. You have to then now call Jim. Jim don't know nobody. Well, he kind of know people. Then you end up calling Catherine, who Catherine knows everybody. She knows people in banking, the hotel. She knows people in the damn police and justice department. I'm sorry, Catherine know everybody. So Catherine said she will call somebody that will call somebody that will call somebody to get David some access to go see Jeffrey. Okay. So while David is still waiting on that, here goes Officer Justin using and abusing his powers because he is so infatuated by Jeffrey. Pull Jeffrey out of the cell again. Bring Jeffrey to the special room. Wyatt been calling Jeffrey nonstop because remember he threatened, I guess he has Jeffrey's phone, and when Wyatt called the last time, he threatened Jeffrey, threatened Wyatt, tell Wyatt, stop calling his phone. If he don't stop calling his phone, he's gonna come up to where he lives at because he know where he lives at. So he go drag Jeffrey out of the cell, bring Jeffrey to the special room, the room that he be bringing Jeffrey at to go mess around with Jeffrey when he wants to have his way. And telling Jeffrey to answer the phone. So Jeffrey answered the phone, telling Jeffrey that to tell Wyatt to stop calling his phone. I'm like, if this Officer Justin dude don't chill, he's gonna get himself in a whole bag of doo-doo. So Wyatt is on the phone, egging him on, like, I'm not stop calling. Jeffrey's my boyfriend. I'm in love with Jeffrey. Pissing, Justin off, Officer Justin off. So he tells White if he didn't stop calling him, he's gonna come over to his house and F him up. And he is gonna do it. So after that whole thing, he tells Jeffrey stop playing with him. What's up with all this email? Is emailing to Wyatt saying how he loves him and he cares for him. Jeffrey's like, that's my friend. I really care for him and whatever. And Justin don't want to hear it. Justin is crazy. He's so caught up in having feelings for Jeffrey that anybody who comes and trying to have interest in Jeffrey, he's gonna trying to get in the way, right? So I'm like, this dude Justin needs to get help because he is, gonna get himself really caught up. Anyway, remember I told you a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, that this man that's fixing Hannah's leak pipe or broken sink or whatever, Tyler Perry's trying to put him in the show to have her a love interest now, because remember, he always does that here and there where she had a love interest before from when her son was shot or whatever. Whatever Bennett was. This man came to her life and she and managed to have sex and whatever. So now all of a sudden again she having this love interest who's Catherine's Crier's contractor who does repairs and stuff to their homes. And if you know that Hannah lives in one of Catherine's homes, so she said she had a leaking pipe or something. So this man been, trying to, well, not really. Catherine trying to egg this man on to talk to Hannah because obviously trying to hook up Hannah because, Hannah's been down, her grandson passing. Candace has been stressing her out. Benny is kind of stressing her out, but not really. So she needs some cheering up. This man left her a little left her a little cheer up note, like, hope your day goes good, blah, 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 blah. When she came up, her pipe was already fixed. And she called him to thank him. So dude invite Hannah out for coffee. She gonna turn him down, but she don't know him. She don't want to have no coffee. I'm like, dude, Hannah, stop living like some people in the past and go out with this man and stop putting, I don't know if he's it could be a crazy. I don't know if the man is crazy or not, but you won't know. If he comes recommended by Catherine, I'm sure you trust Catherine a little bit enough to go on a date with this man, on a little coffee date. A little coffee date won't hurt you. Meet at Starbucks. Meet at somewhere public. That's why I always say people. People always say like, I'm afraid to go on a date with a person. Go somewhere public. Don't meet no alley or no dark place. Meet in the daytime. Meet somewhere public where people can see in case something happens. You scream the hell out, and you have somebody to help you out. So Candace is trying to be somebody's pimp. Okay. Also, if y'all watched last week, y'all see that she been trying to seek out who are these new girls in the hotels that trying to rain on her turf. So she scouting this girl now, nice looking girl. The girl came up to her room. She's asking the girl, what is she doing on her turf? The girl was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even a prostitute. Then finally the girl said this is her first night or her first time doing it. And Candace was like, well, I'm going to be your pimp. I'm going to get you some new clothes because that clothes you're wearing is a mess. Get your hair hooked up by some girl, Maria. I'm going to make sure when you come to work, I'm going to be your pimp. I'm going to make sure you're safe and secure. And we can make a lot of money together. And we came up to 10,000. I was like, 10 grand a night? You want to tell me these people out here making 10 grand a night, farting and bopping and whoring and whatever. I'm like, 10 grand a night? Oh, that's a lot of money. But if it's out there to be made, make that bag. So Candace was like, I'm going to be your pimp. I'm going to get you looking right and tight. You have a nice body. You should stop using your name. You need a fake ID in your wallet, not your real ID. And I'm going to get you, hooked up with the right peoples. This girl is so intimidated by Candace. Candace asked her for her phone to put her number in her phone. And the girl says, no, she's not going to unlock her phone. And Candace smacked the girl in her face. I'm like, damn, Candace is like a bad bitch. I'm like, Candace is crazy. Candace going to slap this girl that she never know, telling the girl that she's going to be her pimp. And telling the girl that she's going to put her information in her phone. She will call her. She will give her more information about what she needs to do and when she needs to work and get her in touch with the right people. I'm like, Candace is out here being a boss pimp bitch. Candace is crazy. I'm like, Candace is crazy. But why is Veronica calling Benny, telling Benny she wants Benny to come? Well, she want to thank Benny for helping her, I guess, with the whole calling the emergency room thing. Sorry, the 911, so she got help and blah 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 blah. Now she want to thank Benny in person. I'm like, this can't be any good because she's so infatuated with Benny, and she is like wants some more Benny, if you know what I mean. Veronica, you're in hospital trying to recover from this nasty accident you had, and now you're still trying to get you some penis. I can't. So next week, Officer Justin is going over to Wyatt's house. The man is stopped reaching out to Jeffrey with a crowbar. Jim is trying to talk to that DA girl that worked in the DA office, trying to get the girl to do him some favors. I don't know what favor he did for her before in the past, but he's trying to get, some favors done for him. And Melissa is trying to get Benny for herself. You remember, I told y'all Melissa's supposed to be 4 months pregnant, or 3.5 months pregnant. This girl, on next episode, you're going to see that she is, I don't know how she can be pregnant and her stomach is so flat. Next we're going to see Melissa in lingerie when Veronica sent Benny over to her house to get a couple of clothes and shoes. Melissa is walking around in lingerie, open up the lingerie, laying up there, showing her flat stomach off. That says she's so-called pregnant. Melissa is lying. I'm sure Melissa is lying. We're going to see Erica, Candace, and the new girl having a run-in. And we're going to see David getting into the room where Officer Justin is mistreating his son, Jeffrey. I can't wait for next week. Make sure you keep it locked here on Rasta Boy TV. Don't forget to subscribe and share my videos with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. All right, see y'all.